squad to fight with you. Sick.
Yikes.
Stop climbing on the table.
He did it first.
Yeah, that doesn't make it okay for you to.
Why am I streaming nothing?
I don't know. Why are you streaming nothing? God.
I would personally suggest
that's
to
why.
stream something.
Pro tip: when you stream something.
You know what? I'll...
It has. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just about to say some shit.
Mm-hmm.
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 You know, you're gonna talk some shit. You're gonna talk some mad shit.
Mm-hmm.
Glad
we had this talk.
Shut up. Shut up. I don't have bad karma. I don't have bad karma. Oh man. Okay, but yeah, it's been about, I'm gonna say, because you guys got heavily wounded in that fight, you have had to spend some time to really recover, you know? Between gathering the loot, the cold, the wounds, the wounds.
Can my dead horse thing
Undead? There's a distinction.
Sorry?
Couldn't remember the term.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me.
Can it come to hell? I'm genuinely asking. Is it possible?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Let me go. Fucking.
I mean, that's where the horse was going anyway.
Yeah. Technically, its soul is already there. Maybe you'll find a nightmare.
I'll save it. I'll save it. So.
I think you can't save it.
Look, yeah, I heard it SOS. I'm gonna help it out.
He would do anything for that horse.
Not something. Strings. Big. Riding horse. Important character. Take the riding horse. What do you mean?
She reunites the soul of the horse with the body of the horse, only for her to trade her soul in return, leaving the horse all alone in hell as just a normal horse.
The greatest sacrifice. But yeah, it has been about a week now of you guys taking some time to kind of revel in your loot and your weapons and your wealth, your newfound wealth, and just kind of enjoy that for a little bit. You know, it's been a hectic 2 weeks, I think. It's been a hectic. Time is a social construct. Yeah, it's been a hectic 2 weeks, but it's nice to have some time now to really calm down. The town has had a couple of new arrivals. Yeah, the town has had a couple of new arrivals.
I think maybe the milk you used was the wrong kind. I don't know. I genuinely don't know, but it was just kind of I don't think you have to worry about the cheese though. You put enough of that. Sorry. That's why.
But it is it's about it's a nice kind of early morning breakfast. The sleeping giant tap house. I think that's what it's called. This is actually a map representing it accurately, so that's fun. It has gotten a little better. They've added, they kind of redid the place a little bit. Got some new tables and such, and it's nice. You know, there's like, in all of you, there's that little inkling of like, maybe I could just chill here for a while. But then, you know, for some and for most, I assume there's other places to be. You know, the money has been got, and it is time soon to head out to do things with this shield. The Hidden Lord, the shield, has been a little antsy, let's say.
if the shield would antsy, that would give just me more motivation to just kind of like take my time with things.
Yeah. It's
like,
at least it's better than being uncly, you know.
There has been
Good one.
There has been an incident, where some cleric, or I believe it's Sister Gareli, she took a bit of offense to your undead horse.
why?
Because it's undead.
Why?
Because it's undead and she's a cleric.
Sounds like a her problem.
It kind of was, and that was the message that was gotten across. She had a problem with it. She didn't try to cast anything at it, though. It was more she was more exasperated. I imagine she also, just as a cleric, gets a little inkling of, like, weird magic around you. Sister really isn't the biggest fan of you lot, but the rest of the town is. You, for all intents and purposes, saved it from a dragon attack, and another potential dragon attack by killing the thing. There is now an ever-burning manticore head over here. It is just forever on fire, and nobody's been able to put it down. Nothing has worked. It burned water. Like, it set water on fire. It is not understandable at all.
You know, the 7 wonders of fandom.
Precisely. But sitting here this morning, Kryn and Malexis, you two have a weird feeling. A slightly familiar feeling. It's like there's an aura about Phandalin today that is just bringing up some bad memories. And it's kind of making you itch. You know, Kryn, you got this weird feeling every time you turn around that, like, somebody just appeared behind you. You know, or somebody's been following you. And Malexis, you've been feeling kind of twitchy today with your sword arm. Garuk, Anvil, you two haven't really noticed much of this. You know, maybe it's just a bad night, that kind of thing, but, Kryn and Malexis, you two have, in the last few days, ever since people started arriving in town, you have been having a few mild nightmares.
Right.
Kryn, and both of you, of your experiences past, and you've been Kryn, you see people, and your first thought, you see somebody like the lady at the Lion Shield Coster, who is kind of like, since things have become less urgent, you see her around town, and she kind of gives you a look. She gives the four of you looks pretty often, kind of like a stink eye. Mm-hmm. And your first thought is just images of you just dropping down with a knife, you know? And you aren't sure why. Neither of you are. But this
Is it dropping down on her?
Like dropping down onto her from a roof with a knife, and just like a nice good old drop stab. But the two of you, this feeling has ebbed, has waxed and waned. But this morning, Kryn, this person behind you, is giving off, is giving off a real, to put it simply, a real menacing aura.
But
Garuk doesn't seem to. Garuk, You don't feel anything. You've got your breakfast here. Anvil's just kind of sitting there fiddling with a piece of metal. Alexis, something about that table across the room.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind rolling doing divine sense and rolling an investigation. Just gonna pop this up there real quick. I think that one's just.
As is expected now, you get a little bit of this.
Yeah.
Other than that, nothing. Just a little tiny, like, you know. And the horse. Of course, the horse is very much undead. Don't get anything from anywhere else.
The investigation, please pass. Oh, I don't think that's very much.
Nothing seems off. The people that have been arriving in town are generally, miners and stuff. The mine in the area, the Wave Echo Cave, it's slowly bringing on more and more workers as they unearth the place, get the main entrance open and such. You're kind of thinking of like just going and taking a walk just to kind of get away and get some fresh air. And you're going to stand up just as make a perception check. Actually, what's your passive perception?
18.
18? Yeah. Just as you hear the slightest sound of a knife being the slightest rasp of a knife coming out of a sheath made to be quiet. It's fur-lined. But you still know what that sound is. So, and you turn around, and you're standing up, and you turn around just quick enough as this person unsheaths the knife and attempts to plunge it into your back. And you see now, they're stabbing you with their right hand. And you see their right hand is wearing a pitch black glove. With a that you now remember as you see it, and you see this. It's not super elegant, the knife, but it has just a small design on the hilt that you notice and you remember. This is a follower of Bane you're looking at. And it's only because they're actively stabbing you that you immediately realize this. But I am going to ask you all to roll initiative. Garuk and Anvil are surprised. Malexis,
Also, can we change my course to this? I can't take that drawing seriously.
Got it.
I
Got
just
it.
can't. I've been trying, I can't.
It was so hard to find a good skeletal horse. Yeah, I got it. But I will go ahead. Let's see.
Did I just roll a nat 20 on initiative?
You did.
Whoops.
Super catch.
Oh, I'm assuming Kai's gonna assign that.
Click this.
I'm assuming Kai is going to assign my initiative thingy.
Yeah, if you did you roll it and forget to click?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Oh, Kira, I think you have advantage. No, not yet. That's level 7. Sorry. You get advantage on initiative at level 7.
Sorry, just need to cut in real quick. Kled just said a line that I've never heard before, where he was like, "Don't let the door hit you on the way to hell." And I'm just like, that's a little on brand right now.
While we're rolling this, I'd like to look around and make sure nobody else is also trying to attack on us here?
Well, give me 1 second. Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh,
It's not hard to notice. This individual back here with a greatsword, wearing a horrifyingly reminiscent set of armor, is drawing stands up and is drawing a greatsword. You have seen that set of armor before.
is it a paladin set?
It is similar to what the paladins you knew wore.
Right.
So
Nothing sus about that. No, sir.
Not wrong.
No,
I motioned to Garuk to mind the other table.
You're currently surprised, so you notice that, but you can't communicate right now.
Okay.
Where is writing? Horse.
Thank you. Also, you can't. Is it also too late to ask for you to brighten the color of the border? Because it's pretty dark.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Represents riding horse.
Yeah.
There you go. Alright. But, yeah, the individual behind you, strikes. I just need to...
Anvil needs a initiative.
That's our turns. Anvil needs a turn. That's who I didn't have open. I didn't have Anvil's sheet open. Bastard. You bastard me.
How dare you?
How dare I?
Self.
Eight for the Black Gauntlet of Bane. Let's see. I may have turned on this music too early. 11 for the Knight. And 22 for that. Wow, a lot of high initiatives here.
Be ready.
Ready, apparently.
We've been having a nice chill time, but now we ready.
Now it's time for murder.
Yep. If you insist.
Look, I never stipulated that you guys shouldn't kill people.
I felt like you did.
Nope. Last time I did. Last campaign I did. There is no murder rule or suggestion here. But before any of you go, before you go, Alexis.
Before I go.
From behind you, Garuk. You are.
Like, behind where? Are we
Behind
to be
here.
assuming that they're supposed
What?
to be facing... Oh, okay. I was
Uh,
gonna say, like, are we assuming that they're facing this way, so therefore this
Farts
is
will
the
come
behind?
alive.
Malexis and Anvil, you see a dagger materialize, followed by a hand, and then the rest of this cloaked figure, as you are stabbed twice.
So is Alexis really just sitting on the table? Like, I'm genuinely asking at this point.
I'm not What? How am I on the table?
On my screen, you're on the table still.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, yeah, sorry, that was a little bug. But the Reaper of Ball strikes you twice with their dagger.
Reaper of balls. Okay.
Alright, so that is an 18 and a 22. Does the 18 hit?
My AC is 18.
Alright, so the 18 does hit, because it's a meter to beat it. So you take...
No, you spelled it wrong. It needs a Z.
Oh, my bad.
There's an H in there as well, but, you know...
No.
B-H-A-L. And because you're next to the, one? What, the Reaper of Ball? Yeah, okay, you are within the Reaper of Ball's aura of murder. So you take 16 piercing damage and then 12 piercing damage. For a total of 28 piercing damage.
Yikes. That is...
Gross. Gross is the word you're looking for.
Yeah.
Then you see the door open in the back. And in between the staff appears another one of these individuals who quickly, just with 2 slashes, kills the both of them.
Wow, rude.
And then at the end of their turn, it turns invisible again, as does this one.
Gross.
What?
Tell them to stop.
Malexis, it's your turn.
Yeah, fuck with this then. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a flaming anal bead right. Okay, let me see here.
Right where?
I'm trying to.
Oh, by the way, this is the individual that stood up and is wearing some familiar.
No, yeah. I knew it was.
Okay, where are you casting this?
Yeah, one sec. I was just trying to see a spot, but I can't seem to. There we go. Nope, that's not right either. I forget everything. I was gonna throw it kind of over to here because it kind of it's kind of big generally, yeah.
Yeah. The fireball goes out 20 feet in all directions. Meaning
Okay.
you will hit basically, including including these two. You will hit basically the entire room.
I'm just
except
looking
for
to
you and
avoid my table, basically.
the end of your okay. Yeah, if you want to
I
avoid
don't want to
your-
hit. I don't want to hit Garuk or Kryn either. But
So you throw it here if you don't want to hit everybody. If you don't want to hit your
I just
squad.
want to ensure that I can probably hit invisible targets if they're
You
there.
might.
Okay, so
They are invisible.
I say someone just goes into the kitchen, grabs the flour, and throws it all over the place.
Alright, so, these two individuals are incinerated, including this dog.
Excuse me?
There was a dog at the table. It has been incinerated by the fireball.
You want to kill Malexis?
Malak
blame
says
it
that
on
what?
blame it on the Reapers.
Kill the dog.
How dare you?
You basically blow up the building. So, give me a second.
Garuk's whole thing is dogs. So, like, loyalty is his
Yeah,
thing.
and so is fuck, who am I? Kryn.
You basically blew up that whole side of the building. So this,
You're in a room with who knows how many spectral wraiths who have already killed 2 people instantly.
That doesn't excuse killing a dog.
That team, like, no. They were dead before we even got up off the table.
There's nothing that excuses killing a
So
dog.
you didn't leave a corpse. But this guy makes it, so he takes 16. What about this loser here? Save. He makes it, so he takes 15. Let's see. Download channel. He makes it. Wow, everybody's getting lucky with their rolls.
We're on their side.
The music stopped.
Yes.
Didn't have it set to loop. Alright, the Reapers. Okay, let's see. The one nearest to you appears, and, as he is incinerated. So you know that one is dead, and the other one is probably not, but he must be wounded. There was no avoiding that. Oh yeah, these corpses.
Alright.
That was your action.
Yeah, I'm now gonna use my bonus action to create my Shadow Blade in my empty hand.
Alright. Okay, so mark off that spell slot. Garuk.
Yo.
Aura. That entire half of the building, you have been. I wish I had a fireball sound effect so I could blast it at max volume. But I'm nice, so I'm not gonna do that now. You were 2 seconds ago taking a bite out of a a nice toasty biscuit, and now your entire plate has been blown back. Into Anvil's whole chest. Precisely. That is exactly it.
I would like to point out that nobody at the table even like so much as noticed the doggo, or pretty much at all. There's no mention of it up until the point that I killed it without even turning.
There is no excuse for killing it.
Fireball is like a mortar.
Basically, your characters did not see the doggo in the first place, so.
Yes, but now we see a dead body of a dog.
No, I
you see
incinerated everything.
We see the dead body shadow of a dog.
You did. That half of the building has been incinerated. Nobody. You may have noticed the dog, but a dog.
I have a ghost dog. I would have 100% noticed the dog.
You know what you have now? 2 ghost dogs.
I will kill you.
No.
Almost spit out my drink.
Yeah, Malexis, you are now evil. Your alignment is shifted to evil. Killing a dog,
Instant.
One more. You have one more dog murder. Or animal murder.
I was gonna say just animal.
Yeah.
Forgive me for not being willing to risk a
Garuk,
a wipe on the things that nearly killed Garuk in one shot.
Yeah, Garuk, it's not a fun time. Did I roll an attack at you, Kryn?
No.
I don't think I did. Alright, yeah, one second. Let me roll an attack at you. Sorry, it's not a knife, it's a mace.
The fuck?
It's a mace.
Who
coming at
decides
you.
to use a mace as a stealth weapon?
It's a weapon of their god.
What? Okay, am I getting this wrong? I thought maces were the balls that were connected to a stick by a chain.
It's not a chain. It's just on a. It's
pretty on
basically
brand
this one is basically just like it's just a really hard stick that's like made. It's not.
You're
it's
not
not
clarifying. How would I not hear that?
A hard
You
stick.
said that they sheathed a weapon that had a fur sheath for stealth.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you're like, JK, it's a mace.
All right.
How did
Actually, a great hammer.
Right? Like,
an
JK, it's a giant anime sword. Like,
18 to hit for an 8 piercing damage from the dagger.
yeah, that is.
I understand. But yeah, you take 8 piercing damage. Increased. Well, that guy's dead now, so you take 8 piercing damage. Okay. So, Garuk, it's your turn. Sorry about
So I'm just staring over at Anvil like my breakfast
that. You
splattered
got
all
some
over
biscuits and
Anvil.
gravy, and he was sitting there just fiddling with this, with this little piece of magic metal that he has, and just now he's got
And I'm just
gravy.
yeah, I'm just staring at my once warm and delicious breakfast ruined, and I rage first of all, and I'm gonna hit the first thing that I see, which is
Be angry.
that loser, or you can run over and hit that.
The first thing you would see is Anvil.
Be angry.
not my posse though. I'm gonna hit the one that started all of this.
All right. You never expect
Warhammer.
the fireball to get dropped. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And then also Warhammer.
Oh wait. Are you immune to the frightened condition, mayhaps?
I don't think so.
That attack is at disadvantage as you turn and you feel a baleful eye staring at you. And this person's looking at Kryn right now. You are suddenly struck by intense fear for just a second, but then continue the strike. While within 5 feet of this creature, all attacks are made at disadvantage.
Oh my god.
So neither that first or second one hit.
That's
You have your
awesome.
spikes. You have your spikes.
That's just what I wanted for Christmas.
Oh yeah, and if
I
you
know how it feels.
and the shield of the hidden lord, that fancy item, that fancy shield you got, it has some like teeth protruding out from it. So it not like real teeth, metallic spikes that kind of are at the mouth, and it has a few spikes on it, so it functions as a spiked shield. So you can use the fancy new one, the fancy shield. now.
Alright,
Respectable.
well, I'm gonna use that.
That hits.
Yay!
Roll damage. It's not a crit, but it hits. You deal 6 damage to the dude.
Isn't that 7?
No, because it's not a crit. It's disadvantage.
Ah,
But you
okay.
still hit him.
Gotcha. For
You have your movement.
yeah, for my movement, I think I'm gonna step away until like all my attacks are close range except for javelins is the thing. You know, I'm just gonna move to right there. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the person drops their cloak, standing up now. They don't have the shield, but they do have the mace. And they yell as they drop the dagger and pull a mace from their belt. You will serve in death or not at all. Wait, no, fuck. If you will not serve in death, you will. Fuck this. They attack you twice. If you will not serve in life, you will serve in death. As they strike you twice with their mace, crit. A 24 and then a 12, so they hit you once. And as the mace strikes you across the back,
What? I thought I was facing them.
oh yeah, you're facing them now. It strikes you on your arm, and you feel, of course, the blunt force, but also this horrific feeling in your arm.
Necrotic damage, I assume?
Yes, necrotic damage. You take 9 bludgeoning damage, a high roll, and 16 necrotic damage. For a total of 27.
God damn, we really going to hell one way or another.
And that was the Black Gauntlet Bane's turn. Hey, Kryn, it is your turn.
I want to use menacing.
Alright, make an intimidation check. And pop the menacing card. Click the little, text bubble next to it. Great. God damn. So you drawing your dagger and summoning a spear. You just give them this that could make Garuk freeze. Fucking even the robot over there. Probably the robot. Then Garuk. It's Garuk's harder to scare. This person is immune to the frightened condition, and they are unfazed by your attempt to intimidate them. You have a bonus action and action surge if you would like to use it.
I don't know what that means.
Action surge is something you can use once per short rest, and it just gives you another action to use in your turn, like another full action.
So I can't do both.
Alright.
I can't do bonus action and action surge.
You can. Action surge is used at any time during your turn.
Bonus action to disengage.
Alright, to use scuffle, scramble your way back.
And then action surge to drink a healing potion.
She just frog leaps off of Karuk's shoulders.
I imagine it involves some sort of flip off of the table as well.
Yeah.
Yes, the action surge and you drink a healing potion. You regain
Normal one.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. I hate this game.
That is unlucky.
You have no right to laugh.
Oh my god, that's horrible. But you're behind me now, you should be fine.
Don't. Why?
Don't say
Why
that.
would you say
Don't
that out
say
loud?
that.
Oh
Says
god.
the GM. Don't
Oh
say
right, there's invisible people, I forgot.
That's why I threw the fireball.
Right, that's why you killed the dog.
The now singed knight pulls off his burning cloak and levels his greatsword at you, Malexis. You! It's your time! You will serve! And you see under that helmet, you see this kind of crazed look in his eyes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25... Wait, fuck. He gets to here and is going to flip the table at you, or try to at least with
Kill
one hand.
shit up.
Serve mate. I thought you were here to kill me.
He got a 16 on the strength check, which I would say is good enough. He flips it at you, and I'll say make a dex save to duck / put your arms out to kind of, so you and Anvil will make a collective dex save.
Garuk is just watching the rest of the breakfast just fall onto the floor.
From Anvil's body.
Between Anvil's 22 and your 15, you're able to just slap your hands down on the table as he goes to flip it at you, and it just barely budges. This does thoroughly upset the whole breakfast, though. This whole morning has been ruined. But he's gonna use his.
Supposed to be brunch.
Let's see. That'll be his turn for now. Actually, he'll just use his other to use his greatsword to just cleave straight through the table, and just instantly just cut that thing in fucking half so he can get to you easier. Anvil will grab his greatsword from the wall. Step over here, and let's see. Bonus action, Shield of Faith for you, Garuk. You gain +2 AC.
Oh, thank Lord.
And then action, Cure Wounds at 2nd level for you, Kryn.
Thanks.
With another D8, because it's 2nd level. You heal for 12 HP. Karuk will then step here. With his
You
great
mean
sword at the
Anvil?
ready. Anvil will then step here, great sword at the ready, and say, "These are my friends. They will not serve whoever you are intending them to." Just very calmly.
That's all you got?
That's all he has. He's very much.
Oh.
Look, he called you his friends. That's a good one. That's a dangerous fireball you're looking at there. If that yeah, that's oh no, that's not fireball. Alright, the Master of Souls.
Please come closer, young badger.
5, 10, as he carefully stands up, and you see, let's see. Let's show you what this creature looks like. Can't find it. Oh, here we go. You see this individual as he reveals that skull mace flail thing from his robes, and he is going to cast. Let's see. He is going to cast Ray of Sickness at
Gross.
you, Malexis. Yeah, he's gonna cast Ray of Sickness at you, Malexis.
Is there a save I have to do?
There is. Oh, well, he needs to hit you, which he didn't, with a 13.
Oh, okay.
So he misses. As he just holds it, slowly brings up this decrepit old hand, and
Then a mosquito bites him in the elbow and he flinches.
whispers something, and just launches this disgustingly green beam at you that you just duck quickly. That you duck under quickly. Right. That is his turn, I believe. Any bonus actions? No? No. Alright.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Don't want to.
Is that in there?
Hello there.
Oh, jeez.
Stab, stab. Miss, and then a hit for, on a 20. Dealing 16 piercing damage total. Due to your vulnerability to piercing damage. From his aura. Aura of Murder. It's just called Aura of Murder. It's fucking nuts.
Wait, who is he damaging? Is he
It goes
damaging me?
violence. What do you mean?
He then turns invisible again.
Is he damaging me, Kai?
No, Kryn, sorry, Kryn.
Ah.
What?
He hits you on a 20, and you deal 16 piercing damage to you.
For fuck's sake.
Uh,
16, you said?
16, yes.
I just healed for 16.
Malexis, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I was just gonna use Shatter, but you know what? Looks like I'm gonna have to do another Flaming Ball. So, where's a safe spot for me to, without hitting my party?
There isn't. This poor establishment.
So, I mean, it's already pretty much ruined.
They had a chance of rebuilding. Now you're just gonna fucking wipe the
like,
entire.
You
fucking-
forget that we've been feeling
Or-
these weird feelings this entire week or so. Chances are the town's infested and there's more than just these guys.
This poor establishment.
Stands to reason.
Make an intelligence check, you two, actually. All of you, really. Make an intelligence check.
I
What?
don't wanna.
Oh, well, that's gonna end badly.
Malexis,
How do I
you
do
don't remember.
intelligence?
Just click on intelligence.
Oh,
Just click on
yes.
the where it
Minus
says.
one.
Just click on it.
It's -1 though.
Alright,
Exactly.
Oh, Anvil.
wow. Wow, okay,
We are big brain, small smarts.
We are dum-dums.
they've been following you around a lot this week. They've been around a lot. I didn't expect... Oh wow, that is not a lot of intelligence versus... Okay,
No, none of us.
nope, I'm not giving you guys any grief for it. I was just... alright. It was just unexpected.
Why does it have to be intelligence?
Because it's memory and such. This guy disintegrates.
Now, if it had been wisdom, I mean, that I could probably...
Yeah. Not change his initiative. God damn it. What was his initiative before? Does anybody remember? Does anybody care?
Who's on initiative? The Necrolite?
Knight. He had a 17. The knight. There you go. He had a 17, but not better than yours, Kryn, because you have a higher dex mod. He needs to make a dex save. Did he make it? No. Is he dead? Holy shit, he is. He is just gone. Okay, what about this other guy? Not the Black Goblet Bane? Nope, not that one either. The Master of Souls. He needs to make a dex save. He's fucking dead too.
Nice.
Okay, the Black Gauntlet of Bane now. He's fucking dead too. Okay. That's the fight. I expected it to last longer. Okay. Fireball. How many beads do you have left on that thing?
Up to 2.
You down to 2?
Yes.
Good. Good. Fireball's nuts. Let's see. Do I have Burning Village? I do have Burning Village. Nice. I love a Burning Village audio.
Guru just walks up to Anvil and just slides like a glob of gravy off of his chest and licks it.
He looks at you and nods. not sagely, like sorrowfully, you know. And he, of course,
Like, I feel your pain.
he understands. He understands the pain of losing a good lunch or a good breakfast. It has happened to him many times before. Back when he was human. No, he was never human. But yeah, here's a good burning village audio. Phandalin itself isn't on fire, but a good portion of this building is, and it is currently on fire now. The rest of the building that wasn't just incinerated and exploded outward, is still on fire and is quickly burning down around you, especially after that second one.
Well, guys, I might have gotten carried away.
Anvil turns to you and just... Anvil's gonna punch you with his 0 strength modifier. That's a 13.
And just looks at your ankles, tempting to slice them. But she won't. They won't.
We were severely outnumbered by some
Anvil
really
looks at
nasty
you.
guys.
Anvil looks at you. You incinerated 2 innocents.
And a dog.
Yeah, no, Crane would have signed that.
Well, they were hardly gonna leave alive anyway.
You are going to do well in hell. I can feel it.
I'm glad you think so, pal.
Anvil starts shooting rays of frost to start putting out the fire. Well, wait, he doesn't know Ray of Frost. He is going to help the bucket chain that is now happening as the entire building is on fire and a bucket chain is being formed. Your horse
Can't I just
It's okay.
use the concussive power of my
Any way that I
shatter
can
to
give it
just
more health?
blow out the
It only
flames?
has 13 health.
It's 13 health.
How do I give it more health?
I do that.
How do I get you to do that?
Well, that's a
Actually,
discussion
you guys
for...
acquired, you acquired it. Then you leveled up to level 5. And I'll give it 4 hit dice.
It's level 6 now.
Level 6. You got it at level 4, so I will give it 2 more hit dice worth of health. Which for this thing, let's see. Creatures, riding horse, riding horse, riding horse, riding horse, riding horse. R, riding horse. There. Horse. Horse.
Garuk just leaps over this thing and tries to grab as much food as he can.
There is no food.
God damn it. Well, then he just leaves.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I think it's all ruined.
You should be.
As I was asking before, can I just use the concussive power of shatter to blow out the flames?
Does that sound like a good idea to you?
I mean, nobody else is in the building, right?
Does it sound like a good idea to Malexis?
I mean, everyone else is trying with water. I'm not too interested in carrying a bucket.
No, but like you could potentially just blow the flames onto more things that are flammable, like the grass outside.
Is the grass dry?
The risk is calculated, but man, am I bad at math.
It's not dry. Well, okay, it is not dry.
Why wouldn't
Then it
it be?
wouldn't catch fire.
The heat of.
It's not this, like.
No, I understand. I'm just saying. Like, I
all
just,
the way out here. There's a tree there, like.
Yes, but if the grass isn't dry, then the leaves on the tree probably are not dry. The tree wouldn't catch fire. The grass wouldn't catch fire. There are no walls or windows, so there's no compression on the fire, so the fire won't shoot out at any higher. It's basically debris, so at most it'll blow out a bit, but mostly upwards.
I'll be back. I'll be back. And then I'll. So, hello, everybody here.
Yeah.
I am.
All right, Monzi, you're it.
I'm here.
You're here.
Yeah.
So Thunderwave provides a immediate, really strong concussive force. The sort of effect you're looking for is more under the
I don't have Thunderwave, I have Shatter.
sorry, Shatter. It's a similar thunder damaging spell. A more appropriate spell would be Gust of Wind, because that's not like that. Like Thunderwave is more likely to launch a bunch of flaming debris everywhere, and put out like a little bit of fire. But it's more likely that it will it'll put out fire maybe, but it'll also launch a bunch of flaming debris or just big chunks of debris everywhere.
Oh.
But it does.
It's okay. It's
this building isn't really connected to any other buildings, as you can see. Made your exit by this point, just so you don't catch on fire. And tiefling, it's not a huge problem for you, but still. Yeah, Corinne, you get the hosts undone from the post. Yeah, that is one on fire building.
How intuitive, guy.
Yes.
We had no idea.
Yeah, it takes about an hour and a half ish to get the whole thing done, or an hour to get the whole thing done, out, all the embers out. Everybody inside was already dead and gone, so and the owners were a married couple, so besides the friends, it's not like there's anybody who's been widowed, but still. Yeah. You never expect fireball, do you?
I'd like to use Divine Sense real quick.
Second one.
You'd like to use Divine Sense, you said?
Yeah, I want to just make sure to. Well, Alexis wants to make sure there's nothing else there.
No, just you don't sense anything else.
Guruk would like to use his breakfast sense to see if there's any food hiding around.
I feel like Corinne would have just walked over to Jaruk and just
That would be what
offered-
made you check.
offered an apple that Corinne had.
There's a biscuit in Anvil's hood that got knocked down during the fight. After everything got the blast, the back blast from the fireball, it blew his hood down as well. And a biscuit seems to have landed in it. He is yet to pull it back up.
The gods of breakfast provide.
Well then I'm gonna go to Anvil and just be like, are you gonna eat that?
You gonna finish that? Or?
Eat what? Eat what?
Oh, the biscuit that you have saving there for later, I'm guessing.
I never thought you could see confusion on a forged face.
I'm just gonna reach for the biscuit in his hood and just show him. Are you going to eat this?
I'm incapable of eating that.
Oh, well, then it's mine then. Thank you.
I don't. We've been
Corinne
traveling
just goes
together.
back to apple and goes back to the horse.
The horse is kind of nudging at your hand to get the apple.
Yes, because Kern wasn't able to put it away quick enough.
It is a bone horse. It eats the apple and then it just falls through the bottom of its jaw.
This is why Kern was trying to hide the apple.
Alexis, you look proudly upon your quick work of those assassins.
Also puzzling over the paladin showing up along with a bunch of ball lights.
Yeah, it's slightly concerning.
Mighty sus, my guy.
Super sus.
Bryn, how are you feeling?
Angry.
At
Night.
Alexis for the dog. Yes, I get it.
I mean, that too.
Yes.
But also, like, just, for fuck's sake, leave me alone. But also let me kill you.
Distant sounds of
More, honestly, most of the rage is probably because Kryn didn't kill anything themselves.
Yeah.
Garuka's gonna.
Basically, I'm pretty sure Kryn's not the biggest fan of Malexis anymore.
Garuka's gonna break the
Right.
biscuit that I have in half and offer half to Kryn. There'll be other times, my friend.
Yeah, no, Kryn doesn't really like you either because you took the dragon kill. So far, the only person who has been crossed off the list is Anvil.
But
Night.
that dragon kill was so cool.
Exactly!
Oh. But is there anything else?
Look, like, Kryn's basically always on the path of vengeance, and you guys just keep taking it
It's like the dragon fucks
every
you up,
single time.
and you see the chance. Like, I'm gonna fuck you, son of a bitch. I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, it's
Next
like, I don't
round.
care if you hit me. It's like, I'm gonna kill you, and then someone else takes that from them. It's just like, I had the shot!
Yeah.
Well, looks to you, Prim.
Trail.
And what looks to you, Malexis? That the armored one, demand you serve.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was about. He didn't seem too keen on me living long enough to do so.
Certain of that is that he pointed to you, not us.
Quinn would
As a
still take
group.
the other half of the biscuit, just so you know, but, it would be with a glare.
I forget, does Anvil understand your name? Or is it still just referring to you as...
One second.
Probably as Dagger.
What is Becca? Dagger? Do you have some relation to these individuals?
Trying to figure out what's the least cryptic way of answering this, because I'm not Kai. But also, mind your
And also
fucking
you're
business.
mute, so...
No, he can understand me.
Vaguely. He gets
Yeah.
the message.
Which is why, again, I'm trying not to be cryptic on top of someone who could barely understand, I was hoping... how do I say this? I was hoping to be the one that took the first blow against them, but I guess they found me first. So, yes, I know of these people, but also, fuck them. Like...
Anvil relays that.
Alexis does say that the knight looked like someone he might have run with before, but he doesn't know them personally.
Well, Garuka's like, well, the next time we're gonna take the fight to them.
You
Which
get slightly
you-
less of a
that
glare
might-
from Kryn. Like, yeah, yes, like that.
I mean,
Fuck you.
that might have been easier had I not incinerated them all, rather than, catch one to question or something.
I
Uh,
feel like
Hindsight
Kryn
being what it is.
would just be like over, like towards Mox, be like, "What? You can't just like wiggle your fingers and find out where they came from?"
Not so simple. Frick.
is there a way we could track them somehow?
If
Ask
there
your
was
shield.
any of them left, probably.
Ask your shield.
Oh yes, you do have the fiendish shield of evil blessings.
Oh yeah. Well, Garuk holds up his shield and like gives it a few hard taps, like hello.
Anybody in there?
I have been. You do not need to. You do not need to do that. I have been listening.
I feel like Kryn would also poke it with his spear, even though it's responding like, "Hello, you there?"
I feel like
Anybody
that was the
home?
motion.
Huh?
Is just like, yeah. You think we could track it, and then just tap, 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 and then it's just I have been listening. Tap, 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 tap. I have been listening.
I just want Kryn to try and. You said it had teeth, right? Which implies it had a mouth. Like even though it's not a moving mouth. Like I assume it's one of those shields that has like a a face on it.
Here, I think I just
Yeah.
showed it to players.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spikes have kind of turned forward up at the top. There is a
Yeah, so
That
Kryn
goes by-
Kryn would like try and poke the sword into the mouth. Like I
It-
wonder if he can just
It does not bite down. Not yet. You have
Kryn
not
just like
noticed. You have not seen it bite down
for
at all.
science.
Sticks head in. But I know the cult. Those individuals were from the cult of the Dead Three. The gods of murder, tyranny, and death. I am not sure why they are hunting you, and I cannot tell you where they are. But I do respect your actions, Malexis. They were
Of course you would.
I mean,
Yes.
you're like the only one that does at this point.
I am surprised by that. As far-
Pokes the mouth more.
Don't be too surprised, Shield.
The mouth clamps down on the projection. The projection dissipates. Then it opens again. With a kind of a creak.
But no, Alexis does tell the Shield that not to be too surprised if he proves to be a danger to the party. He might find himself with a similar fate.
You just see like the most fiendish smile from Kryn
It-
at the shield. Like, yeah, I want
you
to.
see the
Garuk
you
just
see the
laughs.
shield. You see the shield's expression slowly over the course of this conversation has slowly turned to a slight smile more than it's kind of a grimace that it had. Not grimace, but more than its normal expression.
You know, Kryn totally wants to kill this thing. Kryn at this point is very itching for a kill, so.
If these people are hunting you, then they are hunting you specifically. Then they have something they want from you.
No shit, Sherlock. Wow, this thing is really informative.
Yes, I
You
feel
want
like we've
something
learned
you-
so very much from this
Right?
Shield. I'm glad that we came up with this idea.
I expertise and knowledge pertains to the hells and to demons. These serve gods, not fiends or devils or demons. I do not know why they are hunting you beyond what they've said, so until we arrive in the hells, I sadly cannot provide you much.
Garuk is taking this all in, like,
I just realized that Groot can actually also do fireballs with this shield.
Yep.
So-
You got fireball 3 times a day.
Is that why he smiled when Alexis was like, "I'm a fireball you"? She was
wait.
like, "Yeah, you're gonna fireball me."
I mean, I wasn't really thinking I was gonna fireball the shield, but find a way to destroy it. I mean,
No, but the shield has fire resistance, though.
No,
I
the shield
Exactly.
grants.
No, but when
What
he
if you
was
use
like, "You're
fire
gonna meet
on
a
it?
similar fate," I can just imagine the
similar
shield
as
like,
it's
"Yeah,
destroyed entirely.
you're gonna do anything. You're gonna use one of your little anal beads on me."
You say I wouldn't use fire on something that's fire resistant.
Yes, but you didn't say the specifics. All you said is you're gonna meet a similar fate. So I can just
Similar
expect.
fate,
I
not
can
the
just Oh god. I'm
complete
sorry.
internal
I'm
annihilation.
just totally expecting this shield to just be like little smug, smarmy ass. Just be like, "Yeah, you know."
I feel like the
yeah.
fiend would be a little wiser to the intent, you know.
Depends on Kai.
He still finds your mortal threats adorable. Takes a sip of his water in the shield. Yeah, so nobody comes to you specifically, Alexis. They didn't see you do it. And if you would like to lie, it is easy to pass off. If people are asking you what happened, where's the people that were in there?
Killed by the servants of Baal, of course.
Anvil explains, leaving out the part where you fireballed them. So that you don't get run out of town on a rail.
Do it.
The townspeople are sad, but they understand that the heroes of Phandalin had their lives genuinely threatened.
Well, the night being at that table, likely the people at that table were probably passerbys more than anything. And the 2 people that were behind the counter were killed by the servants of Baal anyway, so no townspeople were actually harmed in the burning of this tavern, tavern.
And the dog.
The dog would have been a passerby as well. And I would like to point out that nobody noticed them until
I said, you incinerate these 2
You just
people
see
and this
Kren
dog.
just tapping their leg, their foot, because now they literally do have 2 ghost dogs next to them now.
This one is like, it's more of like a pit bull, like a pitty.
His name was Fido, and he had a family. He had 2 puppies at home that he has to care for.
this dog is getting out of hand.
So is your resort to violence, says
Alexis is the kind of guy to watch his party get just like savagely attacked from the shadows and be like,
Yep.
This is chill. Let's let this continue for like ever.
Yep. At least you admit it.
He was just trying to care for his family. He's a single dad.
Oh my god!
Yep, he went into that tavern to try and see if he could get some scraps to bring home to the
Keep
puppies.
this stuff, and I swear I will exercise the thing.
You could do it. Yeah, actually, you would detect an undead presence next to Kryn at all times. Not at all times,
Another
but
one?
when you use your divine sense, you before you also saw a ghost dog, and now if you use divine sense in the future, you see 2 ghost dogs.
Well, I did when I came out of the tavern. So.
Yeah, exactly. So, yep, you see 2 ghost dogs now. Yeah,
Crayons
Kryn.
are just attracting all of the undead animals.
Yeah, Kryn, the 2 dogs are now playing with each other, kind of rolling around in the middle of the air.
My original one was still a puppy.
Yeah, but it's like the 2 big. It's like a big dog and a little dog playing. It's big.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like,
For scale, yeah.
Mine was a puppy.
But okay. Fireballs and incinerated enemies. Cool, good job. You guys were actually planning on making your way to Candlekeep at the suggestion of the Shield.
Right.
Soon. But you do. Anvil. Somebody comes out of the Townmaster's Hall, yelling that the Townmaster himself has been killed.
Good riddance.
I was hoping for some good news today.
And Anvil, searching through, they're just looking through, seeing if there's anything of note on these people that didn't get blasted.
Is Kai roboting for anybody else, or is it me?
No,
that's got a problem?
it's me too.
No.
That sounds better, I
Oh,
think.
yeah.
Maybe.
Finds a box.
Oh,
Weird
Nope.
little box.
You have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah.
I heard a box, a weird little box, but there's a lot of other stuff there
Sure.
too.
Right. Yeah.
Do we want to try to like restart the call entirely? Maybe that'll help smooth things over a bit. Or
No, Kai was the one that created the call, so it would be best for him.
We could just change like the silver region.
But that's what I mean. He's the one that created it, so it's the one that's best for him right now.
Hey.
hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey. Not sure yet whether it's good or not.
Give me a second.
Alright,
I just
well.
need to put my bowl
Oh.
away.
Hello.
Hello.
Is that it?
But yeah, he finds a box.
Okay. Kira stepped away.
He was
briefly.
putting their bowl away.
Yeah.
While she's doing it, actually, on that 5e tools, what is all this UA stuff? Because
I don't know. It's big stuff.
what's that?
Unearthed Arcana. It's like stuff that's in beta.
Oh, okay, I see. Because whenever I'm looking at my Paladin and Warlock stuff, because I tend to have both of those open, I always see like 6 more shown or 10 more shown under the like subclasses and whatnot, and every now and again I will accidentally click on them and then be greeted with a bunch of stuff that I'm like, I think this needs to go. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to double check that that was not, stuff I should be looking at.
But I am actually. Oh shit! I'm in the YouTube. Yes.
What about YouTube?
Kira is streaming this to YouTube.
Yeah. Didn't she said she would say she I can't speak.
Yes. I'll be right back.
You guys still there?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. Some of my stuff's acting up, so
Mm.
trying to make sure that I'm actually still, interneted. Okay. So that's good stuff. Whatever. Maui.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome to back.
No.
Okay, give me a second.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Monzi just left.
Oh.
She said she'd be back in a second.
Oh, did you need the new link? Is the link the same? I actually don't know.
Yeah, link's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was able to click on it and go see it.
Nice.
Back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Everybody's back. Everybody here. I honestly, for some reason, did not think to plan a whole lot for the trip to Candlekeep. I didn't exactly mean for it to be super eventful, but I probably should have prepped some more descriptions than I have now. But it leaves time for more exposition. Yeah, yeah. Before you leave, though, as Sister Gorelli does, as I imagine you have made your plan to depart a little slightly known. You know, like you kind of like been talking. Yeah, we're gonna leave soon. So, you know.
The town master was just killed, though, right? Like, we were about to have a party, I think. Or investigate it, I don't know.
Town master dead? Oh yeah, the town master's dead. Fuck.
Wait, he is?
I totally yeah.
Yeah, just before we
town
left,
master
the
yeah. Sorry.
town master was apparently killed. Anvil got a weird little box.
Yeah, Anvil found a box.
Where?
Inside the tavern, I think, or somewhere.
Yeah, it was the only thing left unincinerated. Besides that, you know, some of that slightly melted armor from the night. But it's a weird little puzzle box here.
Puzzle box. I like puzzle boxes.
Oh, a Rubik's Cube.
Not exactly. Well, sort of, but not exactly.
This one's rectangular, so it's not cute.
Yeah, it is a rectangular box. This one sure is well enough. It's kind of like this. It's a box, but like with some fiddling, you ascertain that it is a puzzle box. Somebody made a better one in a lower resolution. There we go. That's
So it's better
this-
asterisk.
it's better, yeah. This is what it looks like.
Oh, it's a very pretty weird box.
Yeah, it's a very pretty box. But this box, it has some infernal written on it.
Oh,
Make an intelligence check with either Arcana or History,
Nice.
Alexis.
I speak Infernal.
You speak Infernal, so you can read it. But very simply,
You didn't say you could read it.
but
You
very,
were
very simply, it is.
You illiterate fuck.
What it says is some infernal word that doesn't translate to common very well, or at all. That is basically a much more fancy and regal way of saying "fuck off, do not open."
Wow.
So,
don't
guys,
not open.
I have
Um,
a very strong feeling that someone didn't want us opening that box.
Let's open it. Sorry, that's not a character. That's me.
You will hear it. Sorry, never mind. Yeah, make a quick intelligence check. Intelligence, Arcana, or History if you have either.
History, both off intelligence. That's not great.
And we'll make one with you.
What was it? Intelligence, history, and what?
Intelligence, History, or Arcana.
Oh
Um,
shit!
Right. I'll allow that 20. This is. Grin, you look at it,
Grin tries to bite it.
and you just like Abel's like holding it out and looking at it, and you just like grab it and just.
Look, I'm testing to see if it's real gold, okay?
Karuk just looks
You're
at him.
telling me you take a point of fire damage as you bite onto this thing.
You.
It's very warm to the touch.
Karuk just looks at it and goes,
Fucking point of
"Reveal your secrets."
You take 1/3 of a point
No.
of damage. You take
No.
1/3 of a point of damage. Alright, okay. This is a infernal puzzle box. Alexis.
You don't say.
Yeah, you know that's. But these boxes, you learned about these when you were during your training, and also it was and also like there's just a little bit of that like familiarity that like you've seen one in another life, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Infernal puzzle boxes are sometimes used to safeguard diabolical contracts between devils and mortals, even after the terms are fulfilled. They are no magic at all. No magic or force can force it open. And you know that these things, like you could take, like Garuk could take a fucking, could take Mjolnir to it and nothing would happen. And they all have a unique way of opening it. They all have a unique way of opening that is mundane in its method. It's just
You pee on it.
Good one.
Yeah.
Karuk is like, "I got this."
You also know that, like, if you try to open one of these things and you just cannot even fathom how to, but if you give it like a good, honest try, it lashes out at you with psychic damage.
Oh, rude.
This could kill a normal person. This could kill you if you weren't careful. It's pretty dangerous to kind of just fiddle with these and try
Would
to
it
figure
be
it out.
a sleight of hand check to try to get that
No.
open?
No. It is a challenge of the mind. It is not of dexterity.
Oh, damn.
Just say
So
By mind, I assume you also mean Intelligence.
Yes. Don't worry. It won't show up a lot more, okay?
You say that. None of us
throwing
trust
a
you.
lot at you.
None of us trust you.
The horse does not take a liking to you, Groot.
What?
Oh.
I assume that's what the animal handling was. Is that what that animal handling check was?
Mm-hmm.
It's just trying to. The horse doesn't seem good. It's
I was
kinda
trying to the horse.
Horse. Sadly, you are not the master of like fucking cranies. Getting that. Look, you pissed.
We were just meant to be.
You that dragon earlier, you know, when it was in the town, and then later on, it was just like.
I would like to just like look over the box real quick, not like actually focus on it too much.
Just
With,
looking
like,
at it and just kind of. You like just give it a little poke and jiggle around a little bit. Nothing. Yeah.
Well, that tracks.
You got nothing. Anvil looks at it, and I assume you have relayed all of this information to the party, correct?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Anvil carefully puts it in a bag he has. And he takes some lead that he carries around and just wraps it around this. Just some lead sheets that he has and just wraps it around the thing and stuffs it in a bag.
Prevent the X-ray vision and stuff. I get that. That's cool.
Correct. Many magical effects can't make their way through much lead.
I still don't know what this magic loot I have on me is. Just that it's there, and I can sometimes attempt and fail badly at playing music on it. So that's great. So that's the box, but this whole time there has still been a dead body of a certain town master that we haven't I mean, we could just leave it because none of us like him.
He was kind of an asshole overall.
Maybe he has money in
not
his
enough
house. Like,
that-
do we want to loot his house?
There are a bunch of people around in the house. Like kind of. There's a lot of people around looting the place. Yeah, you've also already taken most of his gold via the jobs you've been doing.
Oh, that's fair.
But not all.
You're technically right. But it seems like people are already walking off with these things. Like just a pair of guys come out with a nice couch. It seems like people really didn't give a shit about this guy, especially after this whole dragon incident, where he spent 99% of his time hidden in his house.
We're all like walking up, like, "Hey guys, is there anything left?" It's like,
Person, like a big dude, just dragging a safe out that he wasn't able to open, like just dragging it with a chain. Just, nope, not a lot left. He's yeah, so you, yeah, another day or so goes by as, just letting things settle down, or you guys can kind of book it now before anybody starts asking more questions about, wait a second, why would they kill their own guys with a fireball, and such.
they didn't.
You guys want to leave now, or a day from now?
Can we do a day so that I can get my health back?
I was
Yeah,
about to say, yeah.
Probably better to rest up and get some healing in first.
Yeah. All right, you guys take a day. Get yourself a long rest. Collect your things. Make sure you're all in order. And you make your way for the approximately, I think it's like a week-long journey or so, to has the Hidden Wood has stayed pretty silent this whole time. The shield, I mean. Okay. So, as you are approaching as you are nearing Candlekeep, checking your map, the last 4 days, the weather on the Sword Coast, the road you're on is actually called Coast Way. The weather has gotten gradually worse. Dark clouds, heavy rain. The roads are now running thick with mud, and you are trudging on. You pass by a number of friendly merchant caravans heading north, as well as groups of refugees.
Oh, this bodes well.
On the morning of the 5th day, the rain does subside, but the clouds remain, ready to let loose the rain again at any moment, really. But ahead, you see a path branch from the wider road heading to the sea. A raven perches solemnly on a leaning post bearing 2 signs that point like arms to the west. One says, "The Way of the Lion," the other, "Candlekeep."
So, Anvil, do you have any more directions from a nice old lady to get us on the right track here?
What?
I remember from
The last time we set out, Anvil had gotten some, one of the last times we set out, Anvil had gotten some questionable intel.
Both arms are pointing west. Like, the road is called the Way of the Lion.
Yes.
And then it's like, this is to Candlekeep. That is the road to Candlekeep.
Yes.
Still making.
But I am still poking fun at Anvil for the last time he was talking to an elderly woman who got all the information mixed up.
He is just as baffled as I am.
Fair enough.
Candlekeep is one fuck of a place. As you can see here.
That's one bad push away from.
You'd think so. Yeah.
If we can get some good pricing candles.
But, the afternoon sun is shining through the clouds to illuminate the gray walls and pale spires of a time-worn fortress that stands majestically atop a rocky, promontory overlooking the sea. Trail leads straight to it. Anvil, at this point, does pipe up. Entering Candlekeep always requires there's a price, not of coin and not of any sacrifice. It is you need to donate a book or scroll that they don't already have.
Oh, I got nothing.
I have been chronicling my life in this. And he holds up I was about to say, like, big fucking tome. No. In a sort of journal.
I mean, give me a day and I could write them a book they'll never see again.
I have spent most of this week copying this all down.
Oh, copying it. All right, cool.
So you have extras.
I have a singular copy of my life. Yes. But you see some people are arriving. You see a few like a group of 3 people arrive on back of giant eagle, that land on like basically a landing pad up on one of the towers. You cannot the eagle. You are too intelligent to be. You cannot. The eagles. I don't when you guys get in hell. Oh, you want to? You want to? Here's a fucking thing. Let me fucking. Where is it? H. Where's H?
What I'm just you didn't try the that was scary, bro.
You see, like, one eagle start taking interest in Monzi, and then I come along and it goes away.
When they open their mouths, bullets start flying out of their mouths.
One eagle swoops over Garuk's head and just shuts.
Shits and yoinks your goggles. Okay, no. But I think I have a track for this. Oh yeah, here we go. It's raining now, because it is. No question.
Okay.
Thank you. I've never met such little resistance when saying things like that.
It's raining. Why would I question?
You know, I believe this rain might not be actually rain.
Souls of the innocent. What do you want? The souls of the innocent. A bagel. No! To bagel. That's Malexis. That's Malexis
Yep.
all the time. That's Kryn with your original dog. It's just like, come on, souls, come on. But yeah, you arrive at the gatehouse and you are greeted by 3 monks in purple robes, a human, a dwarf, and a sun elf, a high elf. Sorry, I should say. Around their necks hang holy symbols of Denir, god of writing, whose symbol is a little lit candle above an open eye. Seems unsafe due to the wax, but welcome to Candlekeep, says the elf. A gift is required from those seeking admittance. Please donate a book or scroll that is not already in our archives, and we will allow you all in.
We just all turn to Anvil in unison.
Anvil walks up.
Wait, can
I'm not the only one who's still on this map, right?
it's a
Oh,
book
yeah,
or
yeah,
a
no,
scroll, right? So then
Book or-
Malexis can give one of his forge things. Technically,
my-
it's a scroll that they don't
Yeah.
have.
That is true.
Yeah, but at
That's
this
an
point,
option.
Anvil put in so much effort. I would feel bad.
Yeah, you just handed that over before he could even pull his book out. Oh my god.
Well, I would feel bad about Anvil giving up his one copy of his life story.
His memoirs, basically, of a fucking...
Memoir.
of a forge.
Memoir.
Yeah, his memoir, sorry, his
Oh my god, stop. You can't pronounce that word.
What is his memoir? Is it memoir?
That's closer, yeah. You keep saying memoir, and it's like, no. No. No.
Malexis does pull out a scroll and put his hand. He puts his hand on Anvil's shoulder and just asks, "Are you sure you want to part with that?"
Before Anvil responds, they, as you present it, or as you're holding it, they. It's like live wire for men's.
Well,
If that will suffice, then I will be happy to keep this. Yes.
Okay.
So
I feel so bad.
You present the forged document that says these guys are good, basically.
yeah.
They
You could have given him one of your field ones, actually.
Honestly, yeah. The ones that were chicken scratch, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't have this.
This long scroll of chicken scratch.
They one of the
Completely
dwarf approaches and takes it and opens it, and you see his holy symbol faintly glowing as he reads over it. Oh. Apologies, we do not accept legal documents like this.
Sucks to suck.
Oh, crap.
Damn.
Anvil walks forward and presents his memoir.
Oh, got it right.
Did I?
You did.
Did I? I did?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice. And the human steps up and takes it and kind of reads through for a little bit of it and bows. Thank you. And then places it in her robe. And the door is open to you. The gatehouse is open to you, and the whole of Candlekeep is actually. Please enjoy your stay. So you are the elf does say that sorry. Mistress Savikas is awaiting you. They have apparently known of a matching your description's arrival.
And you still had to pay to come in?
Yes,
Wow.
Yes, it is necessary for all.
Is it now?
You may find her in the main keep. You'll be led after that. You'll be led to her office after that. So, in Candlekeep, there is actually quite a... this is a fully self-sustaining, settlement.
It looked like a little bit more than a settlement.
Well, in vague terms, settlement. They don't require shipments of anything. They are self-sustaining. But you guys could stay here. There is no cost to it. There is a inn, and there's a tavern called Hearth or Hearth, if you would like to say it. The Hearth. Apologies. Words? Sorry.
Yeah.
But you guys could actually, it is like, you guys have a moment. Would you like to go to the Hearth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to be right back, actually, myself.
Alright.
But, yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have a map of Candlekeep. They don't expect combat.
I see.
I see. They don't expect combat. Oh boy.
I'm back. Apologies.
Hello. Yeah, you all enter into the hearth. And it is it's a pretty low ceiling. Not like low, but usually, pubs and such have pretty, they just go straight to the roof.
I don't need to
But it
jump
is-
down to enter, right?
No, you gotta duck your head a little bit. Doors for you are a little low. But yeah, it's low ceiling supported by just fucking massive wooden cross beams and with little narrow shuttered windows. There's a big fire pit in the middle of the room, surrounded by, I don't know, 6-7 tables and benches. This place could probably fit about 30 people. And there's about a dozen, not counting you guys. But you do notice in a corner, reading a book titled The Sum of Theology by Saint Vethira, of an ogre wearing a fancy-looking headband, just carefully flipping through this book.
As one does.
The food here, it's like for the lot of you to get a good, I'd call it dinner. To get a good dinner and drinks, it'd be like a gold total. Maybe 2 gold total, like for the lot of you.
Then,
I think that's worth it.
It's good stuff. It seems like the cook back there knows a bit of magic, so maybe they're cheating a little bit with the prestidigitation spell. But good food is good food.
I volunteer Alexis to pay.
Alexis
Considering-
does just drop the 2 gold on the counter before giving the room a once over.
You see
Because-
a fucking smorgasbord of races and people here. You see a pair of armored tieflings having some sort of discussion over on one side of the room. You see a dwarf and a human that seem to be monks. Seem to be some of the monks here. You're not sure what that. There's one person very calmly eating some weird-looking food, flipping through a book. Actually, not flipping through it with their hand, but the book, just the pages just flip on their own every once in a while. They have like a very, I wouldn't say recessed, but it's a very non-prominent nose. Their skin is kind of yellow. It has like a yellowish tint to it.
This isn't the ogre then.
This is not the ogre. This is some other race. But they look kind of like this. Without, like, they're in less like armor and like
Like
you
a
know,
Nazi?
they're in robes and such. Make an intelligence check. God, fuck. I keep asking for these.
Oh wait, that's an save. Sorry.
It's the same roll. You still have a +0
Yeah?
to it. That is a Githzera. They
Get
aren't,
something in there.
they aren't from this plane. And you know they really hate mind flayers. They have psychic abilities, just like that are part natural and are also honed from a very young age. And they come from a place that is just called Limbo. You don't know a lot about that though. About that place. So yeah, you know that yeah, that's a good Sarai. Yeah, there are a bunch of other humans, dwarves, gnomes, and such.
Well, I do look to the rest of my party and kind of just not whisper, but I tell them all, clean thoughts, folks, clean thoughts.
What?
I kind of motion towards Mr. Psionic extraplanetary individual.
Right.
As in, try not to think anything too incriminating or whatever, because it can read minds and whatnot.
We have no incriminating things to think. As far as I know.
What?
It was also just a way of...
stole an apple from someone one time.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, it's basically just a way of letting you guys know that, hey, there's someone over there that can read minds. Like, my fuck, does it matter what you guys have or have not done? Like, jeez.
Andrel, you get a smug feeling from Andrel.
You'd still get a what from Kryn?
But yeah, you are aware of the psionic individual now. Yeah, you take a seat. Your order is taken. So yeah, that is it's a nice place. Nice place.
Someone burnt it down.
Be a damn shame, wouldn't it?
You will not.
You cannot. You would get counterspelled.
But
Wait, it doesn't cast the spell. It just replicates the effect.
That's right. That's right. How do you like that? No, I mean, I'm not
Just
gonna
try to hold it
I don't
back
just
from you.
burn places down for nothing. I mean, I did set fire to the...
We don't know that.
Oh,
You
but-
did burn their stuff for no reason.
No, I had lots of reason to. I mean, good grief. I laid out my reasoning.
Yeah, if you guys would like to stay the night here, and go meet this individual in the morning.
Wait, what individual are you meeting?
Mistress Savicus.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can't go see her right. Probably don't want to go see her right now. Anyway.
You can't. They directed you to go there. Whenever. So it seems like she is ready for you whenever, pretty much.
Right.
thank you.
Well, it's up to you guys. If we want to go talk to the book lady right now, we can.
I don't see why we should wait.
Might as well.
Alright. Making your way to the main keep. This is a big fucking tower. There are, as you enter, this place must house hundreds of people and thousands of books and scrolls. One individual seems to be one of the keepers. I'll just use the word keepers here. Sees you and it seems like they've kind of been like a greeter sort of. But they see you and Sylvia has been waiting for you. Follow me, please. and he directs you to follow him up a number of flights of stairs.
As long as we don't need to do a dex check to go up them.
No, you do not.
That could go badly.
Yeah, okay. As he begins scaling the stairs, a small, green, little spindly demon creature stops him. I have this. I will bring them to the mistress. It is a tiny creature, just so you know.
Crane wants to poke it.
It's somehow very adorable.
Allow me to bring them to the mistress.
It speaks.
And
I want
it
10.
looks down and nods. Follow me. It then transforms.
My ghost puppy tries to chase it.
It is dodging and weaving, dipping and ducking and diving to dodge the creature as it turns into a bat.
I want it more.
And you see this is a bat with like little horns.
You didn't do your check, Monzi?
Oh.
And it says in that same follow me. As you're just not. You have. This is why you can't fucking hit anything. You keep rolling nat 20s to try to animal handling non-animals. It's a
We're all
demon.
aminals. We're all aminals.
Some animals
You
are fewer than others.
going up about 10 to 15 flights of stairs. One of which the last one just kind of like goes and goes. As you're brought to one of the to one of Candlekeep's spires. And as the demon leads you there, Sylvia will be excited to see you. We've been waiting for you for a few days now, or for about 2 weeks now. Ever since we learned that you had the shield. We've been looking for this thing for years, decades, really. Well, you've come at a very important time. Any of you know the city of Elturel? No?
The what now?
It's a holy city to the south of here. It's in hell right now. It's in the first layer of hell right now. That's not supposed to happen.
That doesn't sound like it.
Especially to holy cities like that.
Does the 18 not work?
Oh, yes, you actually know a good bit about Elturel. It's a holy city that's been protected by a giant white, like a second sun, above it. It casts light, but not like a massive amount. But that's what it looks like. The city of Elturel, for the last 50, God fucking nat 20s. Okay, alright. Calm down. Calm down. I'm asking your dice to calm down now. But the city of Elturel has been protected by a second sun that is an angel, that is the form of an angel, basically. It is a city dedicated to what?
Interesting.
Hey, what just happened? Because it suddenly went from a city of fuck.
It is a holy city that venerates Lathander, Storm, Helm, and Tyr.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill all of you. I'm gonna kill every single one of you. Not a lot of information is given to the DM about the city. So you have approximately 5 seconds before I start stabbing you people.
Oh,
Great.
So they're telling us about this holy
No,
city.
you can get a minute. You get a minute. You get a minute. Okay. You good? You good?
I think I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
really
okay.
trying not to be not okay. But that city does sound fun.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good?
I don't know if I'm good, but I'm okay.
You're okay.
Oh, that hurt.
Alright, moving on.
Oh, 6 pack for tomorrow.
But you are brought into a circular tower, the walls of which are punctuated by arched window. Sorry, let's get back to where I was. The city. They worship some of those justice gods and the law and the goodness and such. So it getting dragged to hell, well, it's not something you really expect to happen. It's not like Baldur's Gate. That place is a real it's a real great place. Real great place for my kind.
Real shithole, really.
Yeah. There's actually been a lot of tiefling refugees leaving there, or leaving there, and also leaving where the surrounding area of Elturel, tieflings and other types. Yeah, they've been leaving. They've been kind of scattering from there. It's been a bit of a problem. Been a bit of a problem for the surrounding area. But you've got the shield, and that means it's kind of part of your job now to. Well, Sylvira will explain. But it's about this time that you approach, that you go through you enter into a big circular tower. The walls of which are punctuated by arched windows that are currently shuttered. Bookcases filled with a number of volumes. The tables crowded. A number of tables are crowded with specimen jars, chemical equipment, and other. And engraved into the floor of the chamber is a large 9-pointed star. There's a middle-aged tiefling woman dressed in wizardly robes standing by one of the windows, caught in a fugue of intense contemplation. Perched on the corner of a table nearby is a spindly little demon. Well, he lands there now, reverting to his normal closet form. And he says, "Mistress, your guests have arrived." And she turns, "Oh, I can't tell you how pleased I am to see you. Have you brought everything?" I need to grab the image.
Everything being what?
That's kind of what she looks like.
Nice.
That's the closet there.
More animal handling checks incoming, I'm sure.
No, you cannot animal handling either of these people.
Oh, I clicked the wrong.
Acrobatics! Do the flip! You impress both of them. They are now yours.
Because you're a giant fucking
Do a
dude.
flip! Hey, it's like the Spider-Man scene. Just, "Hey, Guru, yeah, do a flip!" Yeah! Greetings, greetings, greetings. You must be... You don't all have a name yet, do you? But you three, you four, must be the ones who have the shield. Who have Gargalf with you. And that, puzzle box from Thavius. Yeah, I've been scrying on you a bit. Apologies.
Excuse me?
It's just been more a matter of insurance. Whenever we detect that somebody has acquired the shield, if it is, some form of mortal, then we prefer to keep an eye on them. But you acquiring that at this particular time is very, very useful. As I'm sure my familiar has informed you, stop. You can't just do the eyebrow. You can't just rapidly raise your eyebrows at her.
Why not?
But could I see that puzzle box you have? As Anvil produces it and hands it to her. Well, okay, this is are you all interested in story time, or would you like me to just... You know what I'm going to tell you anyways. There's a high overseer in Elturel. It's their highest position, as she begins weaving a bit of magic around the thing. One Thavius Krieg. He's a suspicious sort, but nobody bothered to... no, stop. She's not looking at you right now. She's not paying attention to you. She's expositing, thank you. But Thavius Creed, that son of a bitch, was widely regarded as a hero who saved the city from an undead scourge after making a pact with an angel.
Crit just peeks outside the window to make sure the horse is still there.
The horse is still there. There is you see a cleric kind of holding a holy symbol up to it, and it's just looking at them, staring. But he saved the city from an undead scourge about 50 or so years back, and that led to the nation of Eltergard, which is now just Elturel. He did make the citizens all swear an oath called the Creed Resolute. As she begins weaving more and more magic, you see characters of infernal appearing, infernal runes appearing around the thing. They bound there was an oath called the Creed Resolute. It bound them to defend the nation, or the city, of Eltergard. I met him a few years ago. My instincts they told me he was a charlatan. But I had suspicions that after he had had the city blessed to be protected by the companion, it's called, that second son you may have heard of, that he had cut some sort of deal with one or more powerful devils, maybe even archdevils. And he used that oath to bind the entire city to this deal. I was hoping to prove my theory, and I think the evidence is in this box. Krieg did take leave. The city of Elturel and Baldur's Gate, by extension, are a distance away from Phantalin, where you found this. But he did take his leave a few months ago, I wasn't exactly sure why. Maybe he had gotten caught up in some scandal that I hadn't noticed. But if he had made his way to a small frontier town to blend in with the local populace as the entire city was dragged down to Avernus, well, that would make sense. Did you ever learn the name of the town master there?
No. No, we kind of just
I
hated
don't
him.
remember.
We kind of just called him asshole.
Dickhead, maybe.
Good job. Jezebel,
rest in peace.
could you fetch that flask over there and the closet? Yes, mistress. And it kind of just jumps
His name
down.
is Jezebel.
Her name is Jezebel.
Oh.
Or I guess her.
There.
Most demons don't exactly have genders, but so they're, but you know, demons and devils, they can be their own thing. It doesn't seem to dislike the name, you know. It's more just I'm serving this fucking random lady, you know. But it goes and Jezebel fetches a little flask of dark liquid. You're not sure what it is, but it goes over, and it uncorks it and pours a small amount of it into the maze-like troughs and such in the puzzle box. The inlay, the box's inlays after a moment as it flows in a number of different directions through the patterns. The inlays pop loose, and the whole thing just breaks apart. Inside the box is a stack of 9 chain-linked plates, each 3 inches on a side and cast out of dark iron and stamped with infernal runes on the back. You can read this as well, Malexis, but Silvira reads it out. Let's see. Be it known to all that I, Thaddeus Krieg, I oversee Altair, has sworn to my master, Zariel of Lord of Avernus, to keep the agreements contained in this oath. I hereby submit to Zariel in all matters and for all time. I will place her above all creatures, living and dead. I will obey her for all my days and beyond with fear and servility. I recognize the dispensation of the device called the Solar Insididator, hereafter called the Companion. In my capacity as High Overseer of Elturel and its vassal territories, I acknowledge that all lands falling under the light of the Companion are forfeit to Zariel. All persons bound by oath to defend Elturel are also considered forfeit. I further recognize that this dispensation will last 50 years, after which the Companion will return whence it came, taking Elturel and its oath-bound defenders with it, if that is Zariel's wish. All this is my everlasting pledge. So the Companion was not even actually a Celestial. I'm surprised none of the clerics or paladins ever noticed that, but the powers of archdevils are great and much. Well, that is concerning.
To say the least.
So, even Steve seems a bit taken aback by just how deep this goes. You there, Goliath, Garuk, correct?
Mm-hmm.
May I see your shield? Well, just set it on the table, and Jezebel, don't touch it.
And, like, steps forward so that they can get a clear view.
The shield kind of, like, you see as it's set down, Kryn, you step to get a better look at it, you see its eyes are now looking at, like, up and to the right at Silvira. And its mouth has closed. Like it kind of sitting there, like, oh my, how the mighty have fallen! It truly is! The scryings weren't just faulty. Gargouth! Yes, I remember this. I didn't make it or anything, I've studied it quite a bit. You were a pit fiend sent by Asmodeus to corrupt mortals on the material plane. You had quite the following, such that to rival some of the gods even. It's quite cute to see you in this little shield now.
Grin is heavily amused.
He turns to you. This shield has the power to corrupt everything around it. There was a family in Baldur's Gate that's kept it for years now, but I guess somehow it got out. Were there any nobles passing through Phandalin recently?
Yeah. Got fucked by a dragon.
Yeah.
Ah. Well,
Very much so.
well, I'm sure that that family will that the Hoon family of Baldur's Gate
I thought you said poon. I'm like, wow, guys.
family will want it back eventually, but this should not stay anywhere where thousands upon thousands of mortals reside. We should probably lock this away in some sort of demi-plane away from corruptible souls.
Well, it has been in our heads pretty often. It seems to want us to travel to hell.
You all hear in this exact moment, if you take me to the Nine Hells, I swear I will save you. I will serve you faithfully as both a guide and an advisor.
Oh, some humility. Look at that.
It's okay, little buddy. We know this. You've told us this. We remember.
I will not even require any price.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
You're an idiot.
You
You're
think
an
back
absolute
to the
idiot.
Pepperidge Mountains where you once resided, Garuk.
You absolutely.
Your shamans and scholars and elders were all renowned for their everlasting memory. Well, Gargouth, you hear just a... I will leave it to you all. If you would like to take it with you, you
Grin,
may.
like, just gets this a spear summoned in her hand, just ready to poke it again.
And,
Wow. There's
Is
like
anyone there?
Yeah,
And,
what just happened? It was very quiet for a second there.
and
Are we talking?
no, I just she's leaving it up to you guys whether or not you want to take it. With you.
Well, I see. I
Oh,
see no
well,
reason why we would.
We've just been sitting here, just
Like,
did
I thought there was
something
going to be more.
Jezebel says, "Is anybody going to say anything?" I can take the shield.
I just assumed where we already agreed to take it with us on our little excursion that there's no real reason to cast it aside yet.
Yeah, I like poking it.
I appreciate
So
your
I'm just like,
optimism.
I like poking it.
You appreciate what?
I appreciate your optimism. It's plucky. You're a plucky lad.
I mean, if you're worried about it, you could always come with us.
I'm more worried about it in a more massive. I'm gonna turn off all rolls somehow. I'm gonna do it.
The whole point of rolls. Whoa, okay, just intimidate.
wow.
Oh,
I need to stop.
Yeah, I don't roll persuasion, I just roll intimidation. That's all I
Okay.
do.
Anyways, yeah. So
I
we
got a nat one.
saving the city. Now, I am not. It's not an exact science releasing a city from the grips of hell itself. It's actually not a science at all. It's never been done, nor has this ever happened. So this situation is relatively unique. But it was only about 2 or 3 years ago that Tiamat almost rose from the hells themselves. So. And it was a group like yours that set out on a journey to do it, so you never know. I do believe in you. Now, you will, if you do truly intend to save the city, you will need, well, Avernus is a endless plane, of, well, not chaos, but of battle. It is the front lines of the Blood War. It's a thing that it's a war that has been going on for all of eternity between demons and devils. So the landscape is chaotic, to say the least. I do have a map that is reliable, in a way. Here. And she kind of, casts a quick spell and flies up to one of the tippy-top shelves, and pulls out it's not huge, but it's not small, to a pretty good-sized scroll case, that she throws down, lands, and on one of the clear tables unrolls a large, a sprawling map. This map. It may not be entirely reliable. The creator of it did go mad in the process of making it. I don't have any information to provide you on any of these locations, sadly. Other than Archon's tower. He has recently come into possession of a artifact of some sort from some other world. That's all we know. So be aware of that if you ever interact with the... I hesitate to use man, but the individual. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Keep this with you. It will, it does change size slightly, so it's not too cumbersome. It is actually, like, as you see, she begins to roll it up, and it actually, like, gets shorter and shorter, and, like, just in all dimensions shrinks. So it fits in this, she grabs another scroll case, and a much smaller one, and stuffs it in that. Here. Good luck. But the hard part, or slightly harder part than what you've encountered, what you've experienced so far.
What could be harder than going to the holy city?
More the frustrating part than just like there is a wizard. I cannot plane shift you there. There are a number of magical wards placed on the whole of Candlekeep that prevent creatures from using such means to go to or from the library. And it's also a bit of the surrounding area as well. There is a wizard about 20 miles from here. He lives in a tower he made himself. He goes by the name of Traxagor. He owes me a favor. I can have you delivered safely to his tower, and he can plane shift you straight to El Toro. More importantly, he is looking after a old friend of mine, someone with a history of battling devils in the Nine Hells. I think you'll enjoy her company very much. Her name is Lulu. I can provide you a tome with some information on the hells. Both her and Jezebel, do a bit of searching for a few minutes, and eventually, she pulls out a kind of hefty boy, that kind of bumps onto the table. This will have most of the information you will need while interacting with the hells. It's an abridged version, but it would take weeks to read through the unabridged one. But yes, when you are ready, you may sleep the night here. I have a few griffins on standby.
Griffins, you say?
Yes.
Why, we should head out right now.
Yeah, I mean, we ate already, and we're pretty fully rested, so if there's stuff to buy here, then...
And griffins.
And your mount, darling, Monzi, can be bagged, like, can be collapsed into a bag of holding. It's a bone horse, so, and I'm pretty sure Anvil actually does have a bag of holding that he's just been using for himself.
Oh my god, Kangaroo, pick him up and put him in his back pocket.
You just see Kryn, like, holding an apple, be like, come on, and then just tosses it into the bag, and the horse just goes, yeet, into the bag. Like, it dives head first, but it, like, does the whole genie animation.
Anvil has actually, like, left the room at this point. Like, as he says that, he just... He doesn't leave the room. He just hands you the bag of Monzi. He just hands you a bag. Out the window, you just see Monzi like trying to, just doing that, just trying to lure the horse. Just come on. The back leg gets stuck, and she's just like shaking the bag, just trying to like you shake a pillow to get it down in the cave.
Exactly, just
doing
like
that. But because it's bone, it doesn't actually weigh a lot, and the bones can detach and like collapse basically into a pile.
Right.
So yeah, I will only allow it now because it doesn't like to be in there at all.
That's fine. I wouldn't want it in there most of the time.
But yeah, you guys are swiftly mounted up on some griffins that seem to be like, it's fucking raining, my feathers are wet, fuck this, god damn it. The griffin takes, like, it lets you on, it seems to have no issue with you, it takes pretty kindly to you, Alexis.
Excellent.
Watches this at the time. Okay, I was gonna say, watches the time as I roll a 1.
Yeah, it seems, it's like, alright, you're cool. Anvil gets on, and the griffin looks at him, and he looks at the griffin. They just stare at each other for a moment.
Is this love?
And Anvil gives it a few scritches
Oh,
under the chin, and it just, yes, nods. It nods at him.
Does Garuk attempt to bond with?
Oh no.
I'm just so scared.
This point, I'm gonna require it. You're heavy. This griffin does not like you because you are heavy.
Oh no.
Wow.
It will fly you there, but you are heavy.
You calling me fat?
The whole way the griffin is just grunting and complaining.
Like, you all notice that it's flapping, it has to flap its wings occasionally, noticeably harder. Just... But, yeah, the griffins take flight and head out to sea, flying just below the clouds. Candlekeep looks no less majestic from the air, but grows smaller and smaller as the griffins soar westward. There are large rocky islands that pass below you, and beyond them lies the open sea. After a long journey lasting 3-4 hours, you see a windowless, doorless stone tower, which somehow just floats in the sky ahead of you.
Windowless and doorless.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep. The griffins pass through jagged holes riddling the tower's conical peak to land on the top floor below, which has a spiral staircase leading down. You dismount, and the griffins then kind of just rest there for about an hour or so.
My griffin is just heaving.
It takes like an hour and 10 minutes. It just... Alright.
It's completely prone, just flat.
Yeah, it's just like, it's doing that thing that owls do where it just has its back legs all the way out. And don't worry, there's not much more. One level down, you see a cluttered chamber illuminated by various objects upon which continual flame spells have been cast. Scurrying around the room is an otter, dressed in a tiny red cassock. The otter mumbles to itself, in common, mentioning something about a tuning fork, and suddenly it takes notice of you, stands upright. Nunu! Wake up! Our guests have arrived! As it's like kind of clapping a little bit. At the sound of her name, a small elephant with golden fur appears from under a pile of blankets near a table.
I did it!
Strewn with alchemical equipment.
I did it!
The elephant takes to the air on feathery wings and
did
lets
it!
out a pleasing trumpet sound.
Gib.
Oh.
I need it.
This
That is
is a
super
holly
cute.
font. Or a holly font.
Look at the little feetsies.
Yes. Greetings! Greetings! You must be the adventurers that Silvera is sending to help the city, to deal with the hell problem. I have, and he's like digging around in a little pile and holds up a tuning fork with his little otter hands. There it is. Finally! But yes, I am. You are, what are you guys pinging? What are you pinging there?
Well, I'm just
Just pinging
I
for
see
the sake-
I see the little squares, so every once in a while I'm just pressing on them because they're like mostly even spaced and they're yeah. So every once in a while,
yeah, you see that there are many things tossed on a table. That it seems like you saw him like searching for things. Tosses this thing on a table, tosses this thing on the table and such. But you see like there's a bunch of weird shit on there. You see like there's like just a block made from something. You can't tell. Like it's squishy but not, and it doesn't tear or swish or anything. It's very odd. But yeah, there's a bunch of weird stuff on the table. But Lulu approaches you. What voice do I give Lulu? I don't know.
deep and grovelly.
Greetings, you must be the one. No. Greetings. Are you the ones that Trexagor has been speaking of, and that the mage lady from across the sea has been messaging my head about? Are you the ones that are going to help that are going to help Zarya? Do you pet the holly font?
I want to put the holy font. I did 20 first.
You did do a 20 per. You are allowed to pet the holly font. Yeah, it has luminous gold fur and small, rapidly fluttering wings. It has little. It often makes like little trumpet noises with its trunk when it's happy, and it just makes it like.
Karuk goes to pet it and just misses entirely.
But yes, you are petting the holly font now. Is it just? What is your alignment?
Huh?
What's your alignment? Neutral. All right, it is okay with you. But yeah. Yes. Hello. Otter man. Are we ready to go? Are we ready to? She looks at you all. Are you all ready to go to Avernus? It won't be dangerous. But I think that we can save the city together, and maybe even. Sorry, she kind of looks wistfully away, like kind of into the distance. But yes, I think we can do a lot of good together. Straxel, it's like yes, I am ready. But as you see, he grabs a little wizard hat from off the table and puts it on with gusto. And so are you all prepared? Is there anything you need? Do you need healing? Are you? The food there will taste awful, and the water as well, but it will be edible, just so you know. Oh, and look out for the giant rolling death machines. Anything else? Any concerns? Nothing?
No, although I think
What does this guy eat?
I think the otter needs to come with us. So
I want to feed the
how's that?
Otter. I am not coming with you. Well, I will be coming with you, but I will not be staying with you.
How do I feed the Holophant? I want to feed the
Stay
Holophant.
with us. Let's
I don't need food.
even more so.
I don't need food, but I do like grass. I like grass a lot. It's very nice.
He's panicking, looking for grass.
Looking for grass. He's looking for grass, and you realize, ooh, understood you.
You just see Kryn freeze, and like, Kryn doesn't really show a lot of expression, but I'm sure everyone can feel Kryn's heart melting right now.
But no, I will not be coming with you. But this form is not conducive to fighting devils and demons. It is much more conducive to my research, though. Being this small is helpful. So it's much better than that of an old man. Well, I hope you all enjoy your stay as he is continuing to cast, and about a minute goes by as he eventually, with his little otter hands, he strikes the tuning fork to the ground as a circle appears on the floor around the lot of you. And you all feel the rush of air that turns hotter and hotter and hotter. Not that. Not that. There we go. As there's this massive sound, as you are all dropped into the middle of a burning city. You all feel
I think I might have been here before.
and then for a second, everything's like the otter wizard is there for less than a second, as he then just is gone, just gone. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, that wasn't, he didn't cast anything, just disappeared. You don't know what the fuck just happened. But a hot, stinging air assaults your senses. The city street in which you stand is lined with buildings that are crumbling, if not already collapsed. The ground shudders beneath your feet, and in the red, smoky sky, a 400-foot diameter sphere of darkness discharges strokes of bluish-white lightning that strike the city, that strike at seemingly random points at the city at irregular intervals. Perched atop a distant bluff overlooking the rest of the city is a crumbling fortress. Traxagor gazes up at the black orb nervously. Good luck. I recommend heading for the High Hall House first. And then utters a few arcane syllables and disappears.
Oh, damn.
Welcome to hell.
We're in hell.
We're in hell. And we will leave it there.
Huh, incredible.
I just want to keep the holly fant.
The Holly Pants.
Yeah. Yes, that. Alexis, well, no, sorry, not Alexis. Kyle wants the otter, but Kryn wants the holly fant. I think we can keep them on our backs.
Oh, Otter disappeared. They were... Yeah.
Just saying, I think,
We didn't
retroactively,
level, right?
you can decide.
From,
Nope. You did not.
murdering those nasty
Yeah.
murderers.
Nope.
Yeah, the dog. I think Alexis should lose a level for murdering the dog.
But yeah, welcome to hell. Things are about to get gross and horrific.
Looking forward to it.
I want to keep them.
Likewise.
Oh yeah, let me put Lulu here.
I'm just expecting leagues, Lulu.
Lulu.
Yeah, right? Okay. So... Hallie. Lock. 2, 4. Just to check again, the max level we should expect to hit is 15?
15, about, yeah.
Cool. So, that's 6 is 9 more levels. So...
But yeah, so that's that. That's that session.
GG.
Y'all enjoy it?
Alrighty.
GG.
I will only say yes if the Hollyphant gets to stay
The Hollyphant will be staying with you, yes.
for the entire time that we're
Yeah.
down here.
Yes.
Thank fuck.
Hollyphant will not be leaving.
Otherwise, I would have had to
Companion.
leave the campaign.
I understand.
Wow.
She is so small.
Yes, very small.
It can't be hurt, right?
What?
It can't be hurt, right?
What was it?
I'm pretty sure it can be hurt.
It can't. It's invulnerable, right?
I don't think so. I don't think it can be.
It has a flying speed of 120 feet, so it can outrun all of you.
We will do a
I'm
Oh,
much
I'm
health
not
does it
planning
have?
on attacking it.
How much health does it have?
36.
We will protect.
Okay, that's not too bad.
It's resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. So, you know, that...
What about necrotic?
Nope. Why?
No, I don't want this thing to die, that's all. I'm not trying to
okay,
kill it.
okay. Go.
Hi, I just said I want this thing to stay with us. The fuck?
Okay, well, if this is a session, then I am gonna go. I had fun. This was cool.
Oh yeah, here's the here's Alteral.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's just loading in.
Where
I
are
guess.
we?
Oh. Eltrell.
This is such a huge map. Where are we?
Yo, this is so massive.
Here. You guys are.
Okay, there we are.
Okay.
We are the size of houses.
So, on the crazy guy's map, whereabouts would that put us?
You have no idea. Alteral is not on the map.
Fair enough. Okay. This is gonna be hell. It's nice to be the only horny person in the party again. Like, there was 3 of us in that other room, and that just made things weird. Yeah, because I have horns.
I suppose Lulu is just tusky, not horny.
You do. No, you wouldn't know that. But you guys will be represented by that